Hey guys, Nolan here. Today we're talking about how trying to ride 100% perfectly all the time can and will hinder our riding ability. But before we do that, why not hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified the moment I upload new content. It's no surprise to anybody who is watching this that riding is difficult. It doesn't matter if you're doing dressage, eventing, or jumping. Each one of those disciplines are pretty much being trained the exact same way. Good posture, timing, and rideability. Or at least they should be trained as such. But what can pop up and, blindside us in training, however, is when we are trying to strive for the correct execution, which sometimes has us hindering our basics. Let's talk about the dreaded piano hands. For those of you who don't know, piano hands is an incorrect holding of the reins. This is correct. This is piano hands. And you may hear from coaches all over that piano hands need to be fixed ASAP. And to some degree, yes, they are right, they do need to be worked on. But if you're going to throw away your softness and relaxation for perfect hands, you've already dug yourself into a hole. Nolan, how can that be wrong? It's not that it's wrong per se, but you might be going after something that's small in the grand scheme of things. Kind of like what I spoke about a couple of weeks ago about how to bring your shoulders back softly. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, there's a link to it right there and a link to it down below in the description. Definitely give it a check out. Now, while in that video I did give a quick tip on how to get the shoulders back in better posture, I also mentioned how forcing your shoulders back can hit the wrong muscle group, which could very much make things more difficult. And the same thing goes on here. If I'm going to force my hand in the right direction and I'm creating a lot of tension through the wrist area, there's kind of no point in doing it. Take a look at our training scale right there. Having correct hand position can and will aid in your contact. It makes for a much softer feel to your horse's mouth and keeps the energy from horse and rider unblocked. And that's fantastic, and definitely as riders we should be working on that, no doubt. However, if you are tense and trying to hold your hands in the right position, you've lost all your suppleness and softness throughout your joints, which is now just going to hinder your horse. Contact is number 3. Suppleness and relaxation, number 2. Now I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for what I'm about to say, but we live in a time where many people can see what bad riding is. Many people can see what good riding is not. That horse is behind the vertical. He's not even on the base. He didn't really go through those trot poles very well, but few people can see what actual good training is. If the horse isn't moving forward, if there's no rhythm, if he's kind of racky in the canter, he's running to beat the band, he's braced against your legs, won't move straight on the line. I could honestly go on and on. But if all you're worried about is your pretty hands, I'm going to tell you, you got bigger problems, honey. Sadly, that is what most coaches are going to go after, making you a pretty rider. Why? Maybe because it gives the illusion that they are training you correctly. Maybe they think fixing all the little things will aid in the bigger picture. And while yes, they're right, the little things can definitely help. If you can't deal with the bigger problems, sticking around with the little ones ends up being a real waste of time. I'll use this as an example. You're going to train your horse to do flying changes. Are you honestly going to get after him because they aren't as expressive as they should be down the road right now when you're teaching the aid? What about if he falls on the forehand a bit after the change? You shouldn't be getting after him about the little things right now, because right now we're dealing with the main course, and the course is teaching the aid. Getting after him right now because he's not perfect is not only going to give a multitude of mixed signals, it's going to overload him and he's not going to want to try. But if we take our time with these things and are kind with both ourselves and the horse, the little things will come as the horse gets stronger, gets softer, and more relaxed. And the same thing goes with our riders. We as riders need to stop beating ourselves up because we are not perfect. We as horse people and viewers need to stop beating up other people because they're not perfect. Because they're not pretty riders. We need to deal with the bigger problems first and then start working on the smaller ones. Do you agree, or have I gone mad, or hey, maybe you want to educate me? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, it's a little thing, but it really does go a long way. And if you haven't already, why not hit the subscribe button and join the Little Cruiser Guild yourself? We have new videos up every week for your entertainment, but also to make this horse world make a bit more sense. And that's pretty much everything I've got for you guys today. Alright? Thank you so much for watching. I am Nolan M Cruz, and I'll talk to you